So, dude, this is so cringy. Oh my God, I'm in public talking to a camera in the middle of a grass field. There's 3 different fields. And it's like, this is what this whole thing's about. I hate a lot of things. Okay, hate's a strong word. I do hate this. I think this is cringy. I think this is just so dumb. And it's like, oh, I'm gonna be looked at if people walk by, people drive by, whatever. But I'm trying to get over that embarrassment feeling. I'm trying to get over that feeling of I don't know what you want to call it, but that's why I'm doing this. This feels strange. This is like therapy. And I'm like looking at the cars go by, like, oh, what the heck? What's that kid doing over there? And it's like, I already look performative because I have wired headphones in, but these headphones are plugged into the camera to make sure the audio is nice. I'm wearing a beanie. I have facial hair, which, by the way, I'm only growing out for the month of January because my goal this year is for the entirety of the month, of every month of this year, to do something that leaves my comfort zone, and growing this facial hair out was one of them. Because I'm not a super big fan of facial hair. Right now, I think I look very musty because this is horrible. It's like, I don't know, maybe it fits me. It makes me look older. I don't know how I feel about any of it, but I'm challenging myself a lot this year. And this is the first challenge. The sub-challenge of this is to record myself and document my life, because shout out to the Zerky show. I recently watched a video and it talked about Zerky, his name is Zerky on like all social media, Zurkie, and he talks about how add more lore to your life. Live every day, do something that you're scared of every day. And for me, what I'm scared of is putting myself out there and dude, I can't focus right. I cannot. One thing I really do not like is putting myself out there, putting myself in, because I actually put myself out there, but put myself out there in this way, where you're being vulnerable, you're being open, you're being exposed, you're being, too many feelings. I don't know how I feel about this. This is so strange. Basically, I saw this video recently, not even a video, it's just an audio of Virgil Abloh, and he talks about how if he wants to be creative, he has to share a part of himself, but as someone who wants to not do that, it's hard for him. And that's exactly the boat I'm in, because I do not like putting myself out there. I do not like a lot of things. Okay, well, I like a lot of things, but I'm saying I'm not a fan of putting myself out on the internet, of putting things out there that I don't want to put out there. But I recently watched this clip, and here it is.
It took me a while to understand, like, hey, if I want to be creative and put things out in the world, that I also have to share myself with the world. It's the only thing I have for myself. So I do it cautiously. It took me a while.
And that's exactly how I'm feeling. If I want to put myself out there, I have to share myself with the world. But it's the only thing I have for me, so I have to do it cautiously, and that's what this is. I don't want to put my interests out there. I don't want to put a lot of things out there that I don't want out there, because in today's age where literally everything is digital, everything's on social media, this and that, it's kind of uncommon now to actually have things for yourself. And me living my life is what I have for myself. Dude, it's so bright outside. I don't want to put these glasses on because whatever, but you kind of get the point. So this year I'm challenging myself because I do want to be a better person. I want to be able to authentically live my life without the care of others, without the opinion of others. Is that a ladybug? Dude, that just landed like 10 feet over there. That was cool. I want to authentically be myself without the fear and judgment of others. And this is step one in that. Step one is growing out my facial hair. It's been 2 weeks in the making. I'm definitely probably shaving this February 1st. And then, or actually maybe next month, I might just keep the mustache and really live out of my comfort zone, because I'm going to look musty. I'm going to look gross. I'm going to look discuss like, oh, this guy thinks he can grow a stash. I can't grow. If you look, it's all patchy. It's all too singular. It's not full. But I'm trying to get used to being okay with how I look. I think a lot of people can relate that you don't like how you look sometimes. You think you look super ugly. You think you look very abnormal. And also we see ourselves in a mirror. So what we see in the mirror is not what other people see. But also I saw this thing online that said, looking at yourself through a mirror is what you see, but people don't see that. However, that's how you've always been portrayed. You've always been looked at. Oh, that's cool. You've always been looked at like that. So this fear you have of being seen, people have seen you looking like that your whole life. And they still chose to be in it. Dude, that's a big ass bird. Oh my God. Damn. Holy crap. Well, anyway, that's how you looked your whole life. And I never thought about that. Like, damn, I have been looking like this my whole life, but people choose. But people still chose to love me, be my friend, and whatnot. And yeah. So this is step one. Let's see how this goes. I'm definitely gonna be documenting my life more because this camera is really cool. It's one of those handheld ones, and it has a little like scope on it. You're like, ooh, you know what I mean? And that's just it's fun to use. But yeah, so another topic I want to talk about is like the idea of being performative. Because dude, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a hater at times. I'm like, damn, this dude's being performative on purpose. I guarantee they don't dress like that. I guarantee they don't actually do this. It's all for the camera. And I'm sure I'm probably being viewed as looking performative for the beanie, the black shirt with the long sleeve undershirt, with the facial hair, like with the wired headphones. Like, no, this is strictly for the camera. Wait, Paul. Well, okay, you know what I'm saying. This is strictly just so I can hear my audio. But I sometimes not sometimes, really all the time, I catch myself being a hater, and I'm aware that I'm hating, and I don't know how to get rid of that emotion of like, oh, this person's being cringy. I'm trying to be okay being cringy and being corny, but it's also not my intention to be that. Because I thought about it, and it's when people think you're performative, them thinking you're performative and how you live your life is your normalcy. So you dressing the way you dress, you doing the things you do, that's normal to you, but people view it as performative. And it goes the same way where if you do a really good job at something and people give you your flowers, like, oh, you did so well in this, or dang, you're really, really good, you should do this and that. But you think you're trash. You think you're horrible. But like, you being good at something is just normal to you. So when people give you your flowers, you're like, wait, what? No, that's just normal to me. So that's how I view this whole performative thing. I'm not trying to do this. I don't know. I'm just going on a yap and ranting session, but yeah. It's really nice outside. It's like 60. Oh, and a pigeon. It's like 60 something degrees out. Weather's beautiful. Can you see it? There's a mountain of snow behind me. I'm at one of my favorite parks. I play soccer here a lot. Not even play, I just sound crazy. I just come here and I run barefoot on the grass, kick a ball around for like 30 minutes. When's the last time you ran barefoot on the grass? When's the last time you touched Mother Earth? When's the last time you were a kid again? And I guarantee if you run barefoot on the grass, you're gonna feel like such a child, and your inner child's gonna come back out. Because as a kid, you know, that's what you're doing. At least I think, I have no idea. But yeah, challenge you to run barefoot on the grass. Or ask yourself when the last time you did that was. When's the last time you ran? When's the last time you actually booked it? When's the last time you actually did this and that? It's gonna be an interesting year. I'm excited. Last year was great. Well, great in the sense of awareness and growth. A lot of unfortunate events happened last year, and I'm, expecting a lot of more unfortunate events to happen this year, but I'm also expecting a lot of good, fortunate events to happen, because I think when you whatever you put out, you get back. If you're a positive person, you're only going to see the positive. If you're this and that, you're only going to see good things. And I'm choosing this year to think positive, to be as positive as I can be, and to be the best version of myself as I possibly can. Can. Why does it sound weird? Okay, anyway. But yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting year. I'm excited though. So yeah, run barefoot on the grass. Sounds crazy. No, it doesn't. You might get looked at crazy, but when's the last time they ran barefoot on the grass? If someone's looking at you crazy, ask them, hey buddy, when's the last time you ran barefoot on grass? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, pipe down. Anyway, this is cool. This plane's flying over me, as you can probably hear it. But yeah, anyway. To a new year.